Welcome to the Clipper Chronicles, your place for the news you need to know. I'm Evelyn.
And I'm Rebecca, and this is Poppy.
Today is Friday, January 17th. Happy birthday to Adam Duque, Brody Siemens, Bennett Schock, and Ariana Els. Happy weekend birthday to Brooklyn Berry, Carter Osborne, and Mackenzie West. Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This week's positivity strength is prudence. Today's quote highlighting the strength from Olympic gold medalist figure skater Christy Yamaguchi. I always try to start out with some type of goal that I work backward and think of what I need to do to get there and give myself smaller goals that are more immediate.
Don't forget to watch your Lions take on Washington Commanders tomorrow at 8 p.m. Go Lions!
And I'm here with
Mason.
And what is your prediction for the Lions game tomorrow? What's the score?
49-7 because Jameer Gibbs is the best player in the league.
Thank you.
Sophie, and I'm here with
Addie P.
And what's your prediction for the Lions game tomorrow?
40-20.
Don't forget that intramurals are still going on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7:30 to 8:15. The cost is only $1, so come in out of the cold, get some exercise, and shoot some hoops.
Yesterday's riddle was, what has a head and a tail but no body? The answer is a coin. The winning advisories were in 6th grade Mrs. Weiss, in 7th grade Miss Malloy, and 8th grade Mr. Mahovsky. Riddle Me This. Who's ready for the next advisory competition? Welcome back to the Riddle Me This segment. For the next week or so, the broadcasting class will be giving you a riddle to solve. When you think you have an answer, email Miss Holt. Let's see who will win bragging rights competition for today. Today's riddle is, what has a lot of eyes that can't see?
Fun fact, strawberries are the only fruit with seeds on the outside of the skin.
Hey Kennedy, esports is back. Are you interested in gaming? Do you want to compete against students from other schools? Then come to the esports meeting after school on Tuesday, January 21st. This meeting will take place in the Media Center. Any questions, email Mr. Trail at strail@lsps.org.
Hey Kennedy, remember that all electronics are to be put away during school hours. That includes AirPods.
Attention Puzzle Club members, we will continue to meet on Wednesday mornings until the puzzle is finished.
There will be no school on Monday in observation of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Here's more on the extraordinary life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
With fun facts about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. for kids. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was an American Baptist minister, activist, humanitarian, and also known for being the leader of the African American Civil Rights Movement. Dr. Martin Luther King was born in Atlanta, Georgia on January 15th in 1929. Now, the world knows him today as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., but his name wasn't always Martin. He was actually born and given the name Michael by his father. But that all changed during a trip to Germany, where the theologian Martin Luther impressed Dr. Martin Luther King's father so much that he changed his name and his son's name too. Now, when it came to education, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was very smart. That's right, when he was a kid, he literally skipped 2 grades, the 9th and the 11th, to enter Morehouse College at the young age of 15 in 1944. Later on, Dr. King entered Boston University. There, he completed his schoolwork in 1953, earning a doctorate in systematic theology 2 years later. Also, while he was there, he met his love, Coretta Scott. That's right, Coretta Scott was a young singer from Alabama who was studying at the New England Conservatory of Music. They later got married in 1953. Not long thereafter, he got involved in the civil rights movement, taking part in the Montgomery bus boycott after Rosa Parks had been arrested for not going to the back of the bus after the bus driver told her she couldn't sit at the front. Of course, many know Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. from taking part in the March on Washington on August 28, 1963, where his world-famous I Have a Dream speech set a fire to the civil rights movement that can still be echoed today of people wanting freedom and wanting to be treated equally. From there, his name only grew, and in 1964, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. Sadly, Martin Luther King Jr.'s life was cut short, being assassinated on April 4th, 1968 in Memphis, Tennessee, while standing on the balcony of the Lorraine Motel. Although the nation was sad, the voice of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. would still ring loud today. The hard work that he did during the Civil Rights Movement would soon be listened to, and that's when the Civil Rights Act was passed by Congress. And although many celebrated his birthday around the country in multiple cities, at the White House Rose Garden on November 2nd, 1983, President Ronald Reagan signed a bill creating a federal holiday to honor Dr. King's works. And those were fun facts about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
For additional information about anything on the announcements, please see the TV screen in front of the back office. Have a fantastic Friday, Kennedy.